All right. NXT. The beginning. I don't even know what I'm calling this video. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe new faces that we see on NXT. Maybe a new beginning. Maybe a hard reset. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. Now that we had 7 call-ups. We had Fatal Influence called up. No, not 7. We got 8. I think 8 people called up. We got Joe Henry. We got Blake Monroe. We got Ethan Page. We got Fatal Influence. And all of them are gone. What made a lot of what NXT was pretty good, they're gone. And now everyone that has been a lower level, they now are going to sink or swim. It's either they're going to come up or they're going to be shut up. Seeing the opening with Matt Bloom, the former A-Train. You know, I never think about Matt. I never think about A-Train Matt Bloom. I never do. It's rare you see him on screen. But seeing him with HBK and Mr. Stone, and Mr. Stone saying, now that our important people are gone, I've been getting my phone blown up like crazy. And there's a lot of people who want to do something. And HBK said it best. He said, okay, you got a lot of people calling you, blowing up your phone. Well, you can go and make a chart. You can go and get a chalkboard and you can write the people up. Or you can throw a damn hand grenade into that damn roster, into that damn locker room and see who comes out. Pretty much that's what he said. And in this situation, and I'm going to make this clear, before we even get to any of this, real talk. This is the time for NXT's wrestlers, male and female alike, to sink or swim. Because we are still within April to about June or July where they will be watched. They are going to be watched. The ones from LFG, the ones from Evolve, and what's already on the NXT roster, all of them are being watched right now. Because in generally, let's make it very clear. We already got 20 to 25 people kicked out by not Shawn Michaels, not Matt Bloom, Triple H. He made the final decision. And you're going to be saying, dude, I just saw your Gump report. You're talking about that, but what about Ari? Ari only gets rid of someone that he really wants to get rid of. General Bulk, as I said in that video, legitimately, it's on Triple H. And Triple H made every call there, including Kyrie. He thought, he's not doing a lot. Yeah, we got destroyed, but if I were him, I bet you he looked at her contract and saw how much money she was making, and he said, yeah, Kyrie's in a prominent storyline, but you know what? You want to save some money? Get rid of Kyrie. I bet you he did that. There's no way he didn't just look at her and look at the storyline and say pretty much we're not going to do anything. I'm sure he looked at her contract and how much she was getting, and he got rid of her because he just got her back a couple of years ago. I bet you she had a decently good contract, and I bet you he got rid of her because, hell, save some money. There's no way he didn't do it. So when it comes to the people on the Performance Center, Evolve, LFG, and the current roster NXT, they're watching, and they still gonna cut the fat. They still gonna do more fat cutting. We got at least another 2 months. Or maybe 3, before we finally hear the end of this. There's no way it's just going to be 20 to 25 people. It's not. So, let's make this very clear. The first match. Finally we're getting hopefully somewhere when it comes with Suge, when it comes to Dion Lennox, and it comes to Dark State. I want this done. Making it very clear. I am done with Dark State. I am done with Suge. I am done with Dion Lennox. I'm tired of both of them. I am. I'm sorry. If you like Dark State, more power to you. I have not liked it. It didn't feel important unless it was in TNA, when they were doing something there. But they got rid of it incredibly quickly. Not slow, quick. The only thing they have over there that goes back and forth that makes the most sense is Birthright. It's the only one. So, what do we get here? We got a match for the North American Championship for Suge. And guess who tried to mess it up? Or tried to help it, but still mess it up? And that was Dion Lennox. And I want to make this clear. The match was actually not bad. It wasn't bad. But when it came to near the end, and you see that Miles Bourne was thrown out, he was thrown out of the ring. And when they were distracting the ref, and Suge's looking over at Miles, guess who's coming up to him with a chair and is about to nail the crap out of him? He says, "What are you doing?" He said, and Dion's saying, "I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win. I want to nail him. I want to try and win." But Suge doesn't want to do that. As it was with Vic. Vic said it's been 8 years for Suge. He's been on the roster for next to going to TNA with Dark State and NXT. I say he's been on the roster for almost 2 years. Year and a half near 2. At least a year and a half near 2. So at this point, they got to do something. And at least for him. And he wants a clean win because he wants to prove that he can do it. And that's how he lost. And the fight back there, and he's going like, "Bruh, what are you doing? What you doing? You trying to blow it for me?" He said, "I'm trying to win it. I'm trying to help you." And he says, "I didn't need you to cheat. I was going to beat his ass." But then you can see the explosion of Dion Lennox's face saying, "I gave you everything," and then it is Cutler who tells them both, "Stop it. We tried it your way. We tried it your way. We're doing it our way." That means him and, well, let's make it very clear. The other members of Dark State are going to be the ones who's going to try to get the tag champs. Give them a run for their money. That's fine. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. But please, this got to end. That these two must end. Eventually, it's going to be a match between the two, and I'm hoping that one of them is done with the group and just moves on. It's either Suge or it's going to be Dion. My guess is Dion is going to stay and Suge is going to get his ass handed to him, and then he's going to be gone for a while until they bring him back to try and get back at Dion, who now is the leader of the remaining bits of Dark State with Cutler and with Osiris. That's the way it looks. Next, we get Birthright versus, well, it was supposed to be Von Dukes. I forgot his name. He's supposed to be DVD. But Von Dukes, I think is his name. I can't remember his name. DuPont Von Dukes, I believe. He gets nailed by Birthright. So they thought they were going to have a match. But EK comes out fighting, was in trouble. And it's Sean Legacy coming back and backs him up, where that's where the match comes in. Let me give it to you like this. Did I care about the match? No. Do I care about Birthright? Yes. I do care about Birthright. And it stands right now with Birthright, they're still needing more gold. Let's make it very clear. They only got the speed title and the fastest man alive. They need more. For Birthright to feel important, they need more. Yes, of course, Ariana Grace has the TNA title, but it's the TNA title, not the Women's North American title or the Women's World title. Sooner or later, she's going to drop it, and she's going to have to get the North American title or the World title to help Birthright to work. Either they're going to have to get the tag titles or North American Championship, one of them along with it. They got to get something. Now, and it was Lennox who pinned Stax, they started getting their ass kicked. But let's make it very clear. After it was over, I didn't know who was going to come out because it was obvious it was setting someone up. So we got Tate Wilder from Evolve. Feel nothing. Not because I've never seen him before. Because I haven't. I don't need to see you before to get something from you. You got to make an impression, something feeling important. And he didn't feel important. Particularly when he decided to do a damn shooting star press. He literally was trying to get onto the top turnbuckle where you see, and I believe it was Legacy beating down on Dempsey. And he could not get past him. He's trying to get past him so he can get the damn jump and flip over. Not do the shooting star press from the top turnbuckle, but just to flip over the top turnbuckle so then he can do the shooting star press, which looked bad. It didn't look good. The others tried to set it up, but it didn't look good. It looked terrible. Connor and who was it? Who was the other person? I think Connor and Stacks tried to make it look good, and they didn't. He didn't even come close to grabbing them to make them look like they need to hit the damn floor. It looked sloppy. I'm sorry. He didn't make a very interesting impression to me. He didn't. And then he started he almost stomped on Dempsey's head when he fell out of the ring because of Shawn Legacy. So I didn't see anything from Wilder. He did not make a good impression to me personally. Maybe he did with you because you watched Evolve. Me, he's got a lot to prove. Moving on. Next match, which killed me. It killed me, guys. I'm sorry. It did kill me. It killed me. It killed me. The person that made a very good, out of everyone here that showed up, that made an impression, Liz Rain. I thought it was Pain, but it's Rain. She made a very interesting impression to me. She gave me the same vibe. I know I don't normally say vibe, but I gotta say it here. As Jody Threat. Jody Threat in TNA, who is just a headbanger, rock and roll girl. This is what I got from her. This is the feeling. You get a certain feeling from people when they do a first impression. And when you look at her, she's not a gorgeous looking woman. She's okay. But it's about how she holds herself and how she makes you feel. The clothes, the music, the attitude. That got me. I'm interested in her. I don't know if she'll make it, but she's interested. But then, I don't know if I got a picture of her. She's in my face. My girl. My wife. Let's make it clear. If I had her as my wife, I'd be very satisfied. I would be very happy. Yes, she's thick. She's built. But it's about the personality of Lakita Lyons I liked. Her original personality I actually like more than this flake of a personality where she's going by vibes and she's going by magic, she's going by tarot cards, she's going by all that. And understand this. I've seen that. I've known people who did tarot cards. I've known people who've done Wickham. That's modern day magic. I met them. And she doesn't feel nothing like that. She doesn't. That's the problem with her in that current character. That she's saying you're messing with my, or that if, and I'm not saying her to go balls deep into following the lore of Wickham and tarot cards and all that mess. No. But it counts on how she gives off the feeling of she's really connecting with it in the sense that it's going to make the people interested in her. And she's not. I don't believe that she has any feeling for this character at all. She's stuck with it. And no matter if she knows it or not, she can't use enough of it. And it feels blank to me. And understand, I really like Lakita Lyons. It's not because she got a great, beautiful face, a great set of tits, and one hell of an ass. She actually is not bad of a character. She can go pretty well in the ring, and she has a distinct look. Her tits and ass aren't bad either. And I saw her, and I knew she was going to job, and that's what she did. Starstruck, took her out. Done. And I'm hoping they release her ass. And that's not meant to be insulting to her. Because she got a fine ass. I would rather see her in TNA at this point. I would rather see her working alongside Amara Sage, Elena Black. I want to see her working along them. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing Lakita Lyons, who has been there for more than a few years. Yes, she's had injuries. But she is developed enough that she could have gone to the main roster or at least won the North American Championship. And she's got nothing. She's there to job for people. And it's garbage. Moving on. Let me make it very clear about Shiloh Hill versus Ricky Saints. Did I care about the match? No. It was really to try and give Shiloh Hill a win. And to make it hopefully safe for Ricky Saints to job, which it did because he got angry. He got a steel chair. He couldn't hit Shiloh with it because Shiloh pissed him off doing all the garbage he did to him. And eventually in the ring, he got nailed. He fell. There you go. And it doesn't hurt him. But it does give Shallow Hill build. Am I feeling Shallow Hill? Do I believe Shallow Hill is going to get somewhere? As the character he is now, no. He's a face and people like him. Look, when you see the gravesite scene with Tatum Paxley, that's one of the few times I really believe that you got a little bit of the real Shallow Hill. And it's like, let me give you like this. It feels like he's a step away from becoming something else. Something he could be. Dark. Sinister. I feel like he can't be a Undertaker. No. He can't be a Kane. No. He can't be a Mankind. No. But there have been other characters that have been in WWE that have gotten near that. And I believe that he could do it. I believe that he has that type of personality that he could become dark. And that's what I think he should be. This happy-go-lucky, giggling and being a nuisance doesn't feel like him. I think the other type of character could be. But I don't think they're going to go there for a while until they believe he's ready. So for me, I'm not really feeling him, but I do believe with a character change, he could be something. Now let's talk about everything that we saw in the back and the segments. Let me give you like this. Oh, CW is going to have PLEs in the summer. I don't know how to feel about that yet. I thought they're going to do PLEs on YouTube now, but now they're going to do them on the CW network. Is that any better? I don't know. I don't know until we hear more about what other people think. Would it be good for NXT to have the PLEs exclusively on the CW network or the CW app? I don't know which one. Probably the app or the network. Don't know yet. Let me give it you like this. You look at Tony D. He looked good. He talked well. But then we get from New Japan Pro Wrestling Evil. Now I have seen some reports that people were wondering when Evil was going to be seen. Now he has. He sent the box last week. Now he came out openly, brought either that looked like a towel or a flag. I thought it was a shirt, but it looked like it could be a towel or a flag or a cape. I think maybe it's a cape of a symbol. I don't know what the Japanese symbol is. Maybe death, kill, don't know yet. But he came out, presented it to Tony D, and then left the ring. But then Tavion Heights came out. Was it Tavion? It had to be Tavion. Yeah, it was, I believe it was Tavion Heights who attacked Tony D, which afterward, Tavion talked to Miles, saying that it's my time just like it was yours. And now they got that little attitude, which makes me think that when Tavion doesn't get anywhere with Tony, he's going straight after Miles to get what is his. But then we get the big chubby guy who comes from the fans and does a moonsault onto Tony D. And they don't know who he is. Probably he's from the UK, obviously. I think he's from the UK or Scotland, because he has that type of look. I don't know who he is. I have no clue who he is. Whoever he was, they just presented him. I don't know if he's been involved. I don't know if he's in LFG, because they've already filmed LFG Season 3 already, and maybe he's from LFG. I don't know. They don't know who he is. I don't know who he is, and I don't care about who he is. The question's going to be, can the writing team make him mean something to me if it was a real person? And I do believe it was. Not just a fan who's crazy enough to actually jump the guardrail, go over there, jump in and do the moonsault and then jump out. He's got to be somebody. And I'm going to say this. I think I covered everything. If I've got anything, I'm sorry. Oh, Zarya. And also, let me do this one first before Zarya. Do I feel Lola Vice's feud with Izzy Dane? No. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Now, if Izzy Dane wins the title, alright. But I don't feel her because she's never been able to do anything even before Tatum. And then when she was with Tatum, she had to basically be on the side of Tatum. And yes, she did win the title. Yes, she did. She won the North American title and she got it back. But I just don't feel like Tatum's opponent means anything. And that, guys, I don't know what it is when it comes to Izzy Dane. There's something missing. She looks great. She can go in the ring. She can talk. But there's something missing. There's something missing. I cannot put my finger on it. There is something missing with her. And that made me think weeks upon weeks ago, they may release her. And I don't know. They may still keep her, but there's a good chance she could still be released. And there's something missing. I feel it. There's something missing with Izzy Dane. So I don't believe she's legitimate when she goes up against Lola Vice. I just don't. Lola comes out and talks, and she doesn't really talk that well. And to be honest, and this is not to be disrespectful to Lola Vice, you see the tan lines on her titties. That girl really needs to go to a tanning booth and finish up that tan because she needs it. Because those titties, you can see how light skinned that girl is. Look, I'm half black. I'm light skinned. There are parts of me that may be dark, but I'm light skinned. Many people say I should get into a tanning booth myself because I should be darker, but I'm not. But that girl's lighter than me, and she should have remembered, hey, I got to go to a tanning booth and get the rest of my titties done. That's what she needs. She needs to go to a tanning booth or go somewhere and get tanned because those titties are white. But I don't believe she's going to lose. I believe that unless they really make it that she loses because the only option she's going to win is that you're going to have knowing the Culling's the only way to get her to win. That's going to irk me. Unless she's really going to win legitimately, which I still don't feel her then. But the only way you're going to get Nicola and you're going to get Shawn Spears to help her. That's how it feels. And then, finally, what I was waiting for. How are they going to make Zarya look good? That vid pack was lovely. Look, you see a gorgeous looking... I never lied about Soul being beautiful because she is. She may be like this, or kind of... Well, no, she got... That Soul is skinnier than you look at Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, she's like this. And until she got her boobs, she was like this, and now she goes... That's what she is. Soul's the same. But Soul's prettier. I'm sorry. But the vid pack was good. And now, parting the seas for Zarya and saying she's going to burn everything in her path and burning the seas, it's not bad. But it's going to count on how they book her to destroy everything. Now I'm going to say this. Was this a good NXT for a hard reset with new people? To a certain extent, yes. It's a lot of questions, a lot of chaos. Carver going up to Miles Bourne saying, I'm coming to get you because I'm the white shark. Fine. I kind of wish he had said, you know what's going to happen? There's a lot of people in here, but you know what? You remember the old silverback of Mark Henry? I'm the damn new silverback. I kind of wish he did that. I kind of wish that he took the moniker of the silverback from Mark Henry and did it there, because I think that will work. Because Mark Henry's not working AEW anymore. He's not working for them. He can do whatever he wants. And I kind of wish that he could have gave the moniker to Carver of the new silverback. Or the or Jasper Troy for that matter, as a new silverback. But this is just me, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Please give me a comment below. I can't stand Lakita Lyons. I want that girl to be released so she can go to TNA, and then she can really show what she can do. And if she doesn't, I'm going to be so disappointed in her. And it won't be because she ain't showing tits and ass, just that she can go in the ring and talk and show how good she is. Peace.